Ramon SEO. To the double TV funnel in these bookies like 1, 2, 3. They tapping out and we cashing out. It's plain to see. The morning team is the A-team, Mr. T. And I pity the fools who can't hang. Coming with real game is sort of a freight train. It's been reported back rolls are easy to maintain. So get situated and listen to the picks. And it goes a little something like this.
You know who it is, even if I can't get the panel on there in time. I'm going to just join in with the fun here on a Thursday. Welcome to the Morning Steam Show. I'm Ramon Scott. We're coming to you live from Las Vegas. We're getting ready for our big sports weekend here, but we've got Major League Baseball on tap a Thursday, so we've got daytime action here, as well as one game in the WNBA. It's an interesting one tonight, and 2 games in the National Football League to talk about. Also a CFL game. We got a game in the Carla Football League. Let me know your picks today. We'll get ready on the show. Thank you, everybody, for coming in, and appreciate it. We get ready for our college football weekend as well, and should be fun here. Let me get situated and listen to the picks going something like this. Hello to Daniel. Daniel's here first. And Johnny as well. Here comes Dre. Had a big day. Thomas Lewis here says, like this video, subscribe to our channel, Tony's Picks, here on YouTube, the 42,000 subscriber juggernaut. Check out our videos here on the channel from all of our handicappers here as things are getting interesting as we heat up for the football season. Thank you, Thomas. Also, here is Biggie. Today, he's here, and Jermaine's here. Where were you, Jermaine? Did we miss Jermaine one day? I'm trying to think. What were we talking about yesterday? Trevor Davis is here as well, and the Vagramento A's are here for the show today. All right. Go over to Tony'sPicks.com. Take a look at who did well yesterday with our card, and it was Joseph. No, that'd be a big record. Let me get it down to the last 24 hours here. Ron Crawford, 70%. Ronnie C. Here. I don't want to get this one wrong. Let me see here. 7 and 3 for Ronnie. I think you had Kia overnight in Korean ball, and they're up right now 6-4, bottom of the 8th inning. There were a couple of rainouts today in Korea, but I think Ron, I don't want to get it wrong, but I think Ron had Kia. You could follow him on X and get his picks here. What do we got here? I'm killing bugs here in Vegas. Who knows what else? Watch out for the Scorpions. Tony's Picks VIP 4-1. Did you guys see that? Nick Lagarettos 5-3. That might have just had a little violation of the PETA ethics there, I think, but I don't know, bug. Nick Lagarettos 5-3 yesterday. CJ Sturgeon 2-0. Mindy Hahn 67% yesterday. Stephen Duncan 67%. Ruben Marlborough 75%. Ramon Scott on the handicapper leaderboard yesterday. 5-3 record there. Brandon Check wins his only play. Joseph Schultz wins his only play. OG Cappers VIP wins their only play. Ron Hahn finish in the green as well. Last 7 days, it's going to be Ron Hahn up 12 2/3 units. Ben Ruhala up here nearly 4 3/4 units. Bo Dunn nearly 4.5 units of profit. Scott doubles Shooty over 3 units of profit as well. Brandon Check up nearly 2 3/4 units of profit. Last 30 days, Joseph Schultz, a real strong run here, up nearly 19 2/3 units of profit. Also here, Scott doubles Shooty up 12 3/4 units of profit. Bo Dunn up over 9 units. Daniel Wolasachuk 6 1/4 units. Nick Lagarettos up over 6 units of profit. Tony's Picks VIP up 5 3/4 units. Brandon Check up over 4 units. Ben Ruhala, 3 1/4 units. And Ben Ruhala, 3 1/4 units of profit. Hey, I got some steam for you. It's coming to you in the CFL, and it's a play that I like. So let's get on it right now. The over tonight between Saskatchewan and Toronto, just to kick things off with a little steam here. They took it at 50 and a half or so, it feels like right now tonight in the Carla Football League. Toronto 3-point favorite, but steam just hitting the board here right now to start us off in the CFL. Check out the All Cappers tab. You can find the handicappers of your choice. Click on their handicapper profile page, and that's how you get signed up. Check out our premium pick packages for today, including mine, and I have also 3-day, 7-day, 30-day passes. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 15% off all premium pick packages, including mine here for Thursday. I'll have Major League Baseball and also plays in NBA or WNBA and the National Football League preseason. I already got my WNBA play in there for tonight. So check it out over at Tony'sPicks.com. All right. Thanks for listening to that. As we get ready for our show, I'll say hello to a few more folks and we'll get rolling. Going to have, Kwame Adobe here joining us today, as well as Toot Chopal as well. Stop Geo is here today. And Jermaine, I feel you, Jermaine. Fortunately, football is here. And Chad is here this morning, humble and gentle here as well. So let's get started here with the show. Luis and Lando. He's got some trains. We got the train. Come on, ride the train and ride it. All right. Let's get started here with the show. We got the baseball card to talk about. Cebu Lions just won in 12 innings, 2-1. Let's go. Here we go. Rockies and Nationals today to start us off. We got a day card here, getaway day for about, a little less than half of the matchups here today. But take a look at this one here with the Rockies and Cal Quantrill. Still going to call him Paul here half the time, I think. Cal Quantrill and Patrick Corbin. Pick your poison maybe here. Quantrill's got a 9 ERA in his last 3 starts. Colorado, though, 12-8. Last 20 starts with Quantrill. He's provided them a little bit of winning here, despite a Colorado team that's 33 games under 500. I can't add it this time in the morning, but still pretty woeful. Quantrill's gone over in 8 of his 11 starts. The Rockies have dropped 15 of their last 24 games right now. They've gone under in 4 of their last 5. The widely reported steam here did come in on Washington and the over here. Washington had been about $1.25 or so, but now we're seeing up to maybe $1.30 or $1.35. I have $1.40 listed there. I don't know if you're going to find any $1.40s here anymore. I probably can clean that up a little bit. I'll take it down to $1.35 here, just because I might be on a favorite. It feels like. Let me know maybe what you guys are up to with this one. You got Corbin here. Everybody likes to fade him, but I don't know. Might be on him here. Washington is 6-19 with Corbin, so it's been a pretty good year for Patrick Corbin Day celebrators, if you will. And Corbin a 6.28 ERA in his last 3 starts. The Nats have dropped 8 of their last 13. They've gone over in 7 of their last 10. Should note that the Nationals here, under in 5 of their last 7. Pardon me on that. Corbin's been around the block, certainly. Here, let's take a look at the chat and see what they got as we get rolling here on a Thursday. Trey starts us off. He's got the under here in this one. And, yeah, you know what? Even if that steam over, it might make it a little bit I do feel like the chat's going to end up on the over here, but let me see. Daniel here with the Nats, and Thomas says, "What is the over?" But he's going to take the over. And Vagramento Land is on the A's. And let's see here. Jermaine's got some prop action in this one. Check it out. And same game parlay there with Quantrill over his outs and Corbin earn over. Let's see. Corbin earned runs and over. Trevor on the over as well. Dre loves the over. Don't bring that in here, Dre. 9 legacy. Patrick Corbin probably gets a little bit of a bad rap. Seems like actually we've been on him in the times we're supposed to be on him a little bit. Good morning to Ron here. Ron, are we on Kia right now? I took a little nap here and I forgot. I just I thought we were on Kia today. Let me know. I don't want to give out say we were wrong, a play there, but I'm showing Kia holding on here 6-4, bottom of the 8th. Luis on the over. Jerry says Colorado on the over, and Luis also has the Rockies in there. And Thomas says this is a consensus play for the Rockies there. Okay, if it's a consensus play, for Washington. Oh, the over is a consensus play. Okay, thanks, Thomas. I think I'm willing to do that. Let me see. No, I'm not. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. So over is the play for Team Steam consensus. I'm going to pivot. Give me the Nationals today in this one. I know Quantrill and Corbin, but if you guys get it, I'll be the first here to celebrate the Team Steam victories here. Like yesterday, we had some nice ones. How about it? You guys said take Arizona to smash. You guys were all over that one. And they did indeed. Team Steam consensus winner there yesterday. We also had that Guardians-Yankees game to go over. Team Steam consensus went with that one as a winner yesterday. So great job by the team. And a few more comments here, I think, in this one. And okay, thank you, Ron. Thank you for that. Keeping us posted there. Oh, it was in the Kia game. Okay, brother, you are transparent. If anything, no doubt about it. It's not over yet. All right, Darren is on the under here in this one. Good morning to Darren. And all right, and I think that's going to be it for this game. So, okay, Team Steam consensus on the over here, and that's going to, like I said, the Steam came in on the over. I knew that the public would be probably on the over here in this one. I just thought, it was getting a little bit. Let me see what that pressure is to the over because of that Steam. At a lot of 9s out there, so you're going to need 10 runs in that game to get that win on those 9s. So I'll just I'm going to roll with the Nationals today with Corbin. Some pretty bad situation there, right? I mean, I've got Corbin 6-19, as we said, with Washington 6-19, and Quantrill actually 12-8, like I said. So I'm going with the Nationals here as my free play. That's a free play. Not going to find that one in the premiums there. All right. Next up, Guardians and Yankees with Gavin Williams here going up against Cole in this one. So Cole going to be a big favorite here, of course. And $1.80. I mean, I think I even show right now. $1.75, $1.80 total, about 8 flat. Feels like at this point, it might be going down slightly here. Maybe 10 cents, maybe 15 cents with Cole favored. For Garrett Cole, he's got a 1.59 ERA in his last 3 starts. The Yankees are 6-4 with Cole in his last 10 starts. Yankees here just kind of treading water over the last 2 weeks. Not quite maybe keeping pace at this point. Could the Orioles kind of get away here a little bit? They're tough series coming up for the Orioles, so we'll see. But for Williams, a 5.68 ERA in his last 4 starts. Williams has gone under in 6 of his last 9 starts here overall. Cole here, let's see, 3 ERA and 10 starts against Cleveland. That's pretty wide sample size. He's been around forever, of course. Why don't you guys fill in the blanks here in this one? I think with these two teams, I think we're going to maybe know kind of where we're headed here as far as a big favorite. I don't know, maybe with the Guardians getting such a big price, but what happened yesterday? It was all Yankees, right? If I'm not mistaken. So, and I tried to think that maybe the price was just too high yesterday and they stomped them. So got to give the odds makers a little bit of credit here. Let's see what you guys have in this one with Thomas says, give me the Yankees on the run line here in this one. I think he's just kind of resigned to it, right? Whatever, New York Yankees run line. Like, what are you going to do? This price is high. They did look very, very strong. It's, there's no doubt Cleveland's having a great year all right now and heading, to the postseason, but they threw in the clunker yesterday. Here's Luis on the Yankees. Howard will take Yankees run line. It's all Yankees so far. Here's Yankees under for Jared. Yankees team total over for Jerry. And Vagramento Land says, give me the Yankees on the run line. Oh, Jared is actually going to try to thread the needle there, it sounds like. Here's Jared also has got Ramirez for a home run. Darren likes the under in this one. Humble and Gentle says the fierce base running and the powerful bats and the classy Aaron Judge. What is the coach for Staten Island thinking? I mean, Aaron Judge, anybody, even a casual observer knows that this man is a pretty unselfish dude. First of all, he's been awarded, award for his sportsmanship, his leadership in youth sports. His parents were just the Little League Parents of the Year. I know you could just pick a famous guy or whatever, but they don't pick one guy's parents. The parents probably did an incredible job in their own little league when Judge was a kid. So Staten Island coach, you notice they went 2-0 and then Staten Island went out. So after that, I don't know what that guy could be thinking. I just had to throw that in there. I think everyone feels the same way. That guy, not a good look. Not a good look. It looks like you're just looking for attention for yourself. Okay, I'm done with it. Here we go. Love the Guardians, but Yankees on the run line, 9 legacy. Jermaine on the under here. Yankees will struggle with Gavin in this and make it a 4-2 game. And Frankie Diamond here. Hello, Frankie. He's on the under in this one. All right, and Jared here also under in the Yankees game. He's got his other plays up there as well. And can we get lower on the Yankees at least if I'm going to take them here? It's $1.80 or so in this one. So, okay, I'll just take them on the run line, but I'll probably mix in a little money line, get it down to maybe -1 here in this one with the Yankees and the Guardians. If I could do that on the show, like I said, Guardians, does feel like there could be some value on the Guardians here or whatever, but maybe with Garrett Cole, the Yankees will do it again. I'm just going to take the Yankees here. And you guys are kind of favoring the under, and I don't know if I'm feeling that. Okay, I think that's it in this one. Here comes, one more here. All right. Here we go, Brewers and Cardinals. Yesterday, we saw the Brewers and the Cardinals. We had that pick here yesterday on the show with the Brewers, and the Cardinals got it done over Myers yesterday, but I thought everybody was kind of on the Brewers there yesterday, so I don't know. Maybe I'm ready to pivot back. Let's see what you guys got. I think I know what the public's going to be doing in this one. So let's just throw a few numbers out there, see if it helps you with your opinion a little bit. Maybe you're already solidified in this one for the Milwaukee Brewers here in this one with Freddie Peralta, 4.30 ERA in his last 4 starts. Brewers have gone over in 7 of his last 10 starts. Brewers have also gone under in 7 of their last 11. Brewers have won 11 of their last 15 right now. For Miles Mikolas, he's been pretty good here of late. 7.78 ERA. He hasn't been good at all in his last 4 starts, an 0-2 record. 2 starts against the Brewers this year for Miles Mikolas. He's got a 6.75 ERA, although he did get a win in one of those games, to be fair. Cardinals, 3-8 in their last 11 games overall. Let me know what you're up to here in this one. And I think I'm going to say it's going to be a Brewers consensus. Let's see what you guys have in this one. With starting us off, it's going to be Daniel here with Milwaukee. Money line, 5 dimes. 5 dimes. What a memory. I'm still around, but it's not the same old 5 dimes like we knew with that when it has an awesome book. Talked about how the Greek.com Olympic Sports had that awesome sports book that could never be replicated. I'm digging deep here now. If you remember, I might be talking to nobody here at this point, but if you remember the Greek sports book, the Greek.com Olympic Sports, man, that was the best interface, I thought, for sports betting online, and 5 dimes was a close second. And here's Milwaukee money line here for Thomas. Jared says he's going to take the Cardinals again. Luis is on the Brewers. Here's Brewers money line. There's Justin. Everybody was worried, Justin. And let's see here. Darren on the Brewers as well. And Vegramento land Brewers. Here's Justin. Team total over for the Brewers. And Dear Jerry says, give me the Brewers on the run line. They're favored, right? So he's looking for that heavy return here. I got Brewers minus 120, 7.5 over 25. 7.5 over 20, that works, I guess, right now. AOD, thank you very much for being here today. Dre on the over. And hello to Who Bangin'. They're here today. Good to have Who Bangin' here just in time for the football season. And here, let's see, there it is. I knew it. I don't think I talked Thomas into just putting that in. I think we definitely had enough consensus action here on the Brewers today. And Jermaine Cards team total over, though. Chad's got his WNBA, so please check it out there in the chat. Chad, thank you for stopping by today. And he's also got he's got his Friday plays in there. Okay, thank you, Chad. I see that. Those are the Friday plays in there in the chat. Justin shouting out here. Who banging as well. And I'm ready to go. I can't wait for some of this action here in FCS to get rolling. Some of the matchups between FCS and FBS teams this week. I was talking a little bit. I was on I do a little high school show. I think you see that when Dave is in the chat. And I got, one of my guys I covered plays on Montana State. I was talking about it. I said, wow, Montana State, they're probably going to, I'm not talking with the kids about the point spreads or anything, but I said, I think Montana State's going to crush these guys by more than 10 points. They didn't know what I was talking about, but they liked their buddy on Montana State. All right. Cardinals here for home. Oh, no, Cardinals should get some runs. And if they get the old knuckle slurve, hey, that sounds like something out of my arsenal. All right. And let's see. I think that might do it. Yeah, humble and gentle. The Busch Stadium is named after, and I think I kind of alluded to it yesterday. You might be actually tongue-in-cheek. I know you're a very sophisticated man, so you might be baiting me into this one. But if you didn't know, Busch is a beer brand, Anheuser-Busch, and that's just a famous brand. That's why when you have the Brewers, you have kind of Miller beer against Busch beer in this one. All right, and we don't have enough games on Saturday, Big Boss, but if you want to know, it's going to be Montana State. I got them by 2 touchdowns, I think, in this one. I feel bad for I'm hoping New Mexico can solve this situation and kind of get something going. It's not going to be this year, obviously. I just feel bad. Weak New Mexico, nobody wants that. You want that program to at least, because this looks bad. It looks like it could be a winless season for New Mexico this year. It just feels like they might be one of the worst teams in the country. So, also an update on that situation with Delaware State. They're going to make it to Hawaii, of course, whether or not it's a day behind or not. Now there's a storm a brewing in Hawaii, and it's not going to be it might be windy. It might be windy. So again, you're dealing with a game with a 38-point spread. I think it's up to 40 now or so. And we don't want to get too off track, but maybe I could just peek at it a little bit. And it's going to be such a high volume game. It's up to 40 right now, and the total 56.5. Delaware State played two FBS teams last year. I think the combined final score was like 112-10 or something like that. So, okay, going to keep rolling, though, here with our baseball coverage. And let's see here. Thank you for Justin and his player props in there as well. I mean, as a futures, is a team win totals in the chat. All right. Anything else on the Milwaukee Brewers and the St. Louis Cardinals, everybody? I got everybody going off of there with football. That's how excited everybody is here in that. So, all right. Yeah, Jerry, but don't get, this New Mexico, this Montana State team is pretty good, actually. So, and Nate says it too. Okay. So we didn't end up with too much opinion on the baseball. Well, actually, we did, right? We got the consensus play on Milwaukee. What am I whining about? Let's continue this show. Tigers and the Cubs. Is Faedo really starting again, or am I just did I forget to type in the wrong pitcher or something here? It seems like we've been on Faedo and Brieski, Faedo, and these guys just go back and forth as an opener here, and the Tigers are a mess, and that's why they're probably a $2 favorite to the Cubs, and that's no great shakes, as Tony might say. For the Cubs and Justin Steele here, I guess the Cubs are headed for the World Series at this line. For Steele here, in this one, he's got a 1.72 ERA in his last 3 starts. He's gone under in 8 straight starts, as Justin Steele. The Cubs here have gone under in 5 of their last 7 games overall. I would guess here for the Tigers today, we're looking at the same situation here, an opener, I would guess, with Brieski or Faedo. I don't even know which guy it is anymore. Here, one day it was scratched, and they end up with the other opener, I guess. So, look at it here, though. This one will be a little bit different. We have seen Brant Herter in there, and he will be, I believe, the man in there today after, if indeed it is Faedo. Let me look at Faedo's innings here real quick. 35 pitches 2 days ago. Probably going to have to go with that option, I would think, because of yesterday's situation. You had Brieski threw 32 pitches to open, and some other guys that could. Joey Wentz was in there; he could do it if he opened, but he threw 10 pitches yesterday. I imagine he's probably good to get in there today as a left-hander, but Holton's a left-hander, and I would imagine that he would end up being the guy, or being a guy there. Maybe to get in some act. 20 pitches, though. Okay. So, anyways, Herter, he's a decent prospect, too. He's a number 17 prospect in the organization. So he's the guy that will come in today, I think, in that role. Detroit's won 7 of their last 9 games coming into this one. So, still got to deal with the Cubs here as a big favorite. I tried them yesterday with Tyone. They didn't get it done, but we did have a premium pick winner on the over. Let's go ahead and get your opinions ready here in this one with the Tigers and the Cubs. Here, I believe Detroit's been under in 7 of their last 8 day games, with no rest. Okay, here we go. Tigers and Cubs with Frankie Diamond is leading us off here with the under, and Howard's going under. Daniel's going under. Wow. Hello, under. Juice says got to keep riding this under here right now with these two. This one's seen some big time pressure. It hasn't been steam, but what do I have on the screen here is the total 8 under 15. I think it's 7.5 in a lot of spots. It's 8 under 20 right now at Bovada. So I guess we could maybe leave 8 up there. Maybe it depends what I do, but look at this. This feels like a consensus play. Everybody loves the under in this one. And here, no, Herter, no, it was a Holton threw yesterday, Jerry. Herter is definitely in the rotation. He just needs an opener right now to kind of get extended. Remember, the purpose of an opener is to get you through, if you're not, I know you guys know this. I just want to say it in case you don't. There's always so many people been out of shape, right? When the late pitching change comes in and the opener gets announced, and then all of a sudden you see everybody on those afternoon shows. And sometimes I'm in the chat there with Tony, and then everybody goes ballistic because the pitching, but it hasn't really changed. You just need a guy to come in there. And what it does is it allows a young pitcher or a struggling pitcher maybe to get away from a lineup, the first 3 or 4 or 5 guys. And when you start on the back end of the lineup, you can kind of get through maybe another half an inning. Especially if you're just a 4-inning pitcher or something. So Nathan is on the Cubs here. Daniel's on the Cubs here. Jermaine says, give me Steele. I think over 5 Ks. And Cubs team total over. Daniel says Phillies again. And Chicago, the under is a consensus play here for us today with the Tigers and the Cubs. Let me check something here. I do want to report to you. I thought there was I'm probably willing to do it with you. I mean, this, like I said, this has been some pretty serious. It's not steam, but man, this thing has really dropped. I show that let me see here. I think there was some 8.5 openers actually in this one. It's really bothering me. I got to look at it. Nah, maybe not, but I'll take the under with you guys. Consensus play here. Let's do it under Tigers and Cubs. All right. That was good that you had so many opinions there. You guys have been kind of backing off that, with those Tigers openers here, even beyond this, it feels like. Okay. And let's see, Vagramento Land, he says, not sure what's going to happen with that Detroit today, but I think I do paint the bet, I don't know, out of these shows, I feel like Tony does it too. Tony does a great job of that, but I think here at this channel, we paint a really good picture usually of the opener situation. All right, Daniel's got a football play in the chat. Jerry says Tigers +1 and under. Humble and Gentle says Tigers run line. All right. Take the under with you guys. Next up, Rays and A's. Last time I'll say that this week with the Rays here on the road, and Springs going up against Beto. With the Rays here on the road, a favorite, $1.20 here with Springs, a 3.79 ERA in his last 4 starts. The Rays are 3-1 in those 4 starts. For Springs, he does have a 5-1 career record against the A's. Tampa's won 5 of their last 6 following the win there, the game yesterday. We did have a premium pick winner on the under in that game yesterday with the Rays and the A's. For Beto, last 2 starts, 0 earned runs, 12 innings in those games. He did get a win in both games. Oakland here right now has won 17 of 29 out of the All-Star break. They've also gone under now in 9 straight home games following that yesterday. And man, I'm going to say the under is going to make a consensus play here with you guys. Let's see what you got. Anything here, Rays and A's today. Here's Justin starts us off with the under. Here's Howard on the under. Here's Thomas. He's going Rays money line and under. Luis is on the under. Here's Jerry, Oakland and under. I knew it. I knew it. And here's Frankie. I don't want to say, look, the show is all about the chat. We didn't start it that way, but raise and under here for Darren. It just happened. And here's juice on the under. But I'm just saying, if I can just predict what you guys are doing, well, I don't want to say it like that. I appreciate you guys. Here's Chris Adkins here joining us today. He's going to give me my first ever tattoo. Chris, he's on the under in this one. And you know what it's going to be? You know what it's going to be, Chris? So you better get ready. You better get that needle ready. We're going to do a Padres World Series champions tattoo. But it's got to be cool. You know, it's got to have the swinging friar, I think. And remember, I've showed my picture of my mom of when I spread my mom's ashes at Petco Park. So I don't know. We're going to do something when the Padres win the World Series, because I got to win a championship before we're all right. Jerry says both pitchers will deal today. Here, Thomas is ready. He says, done deal. The widely reported steam came on the under. I'm on the under, and probably going to be dealing with a 7 here shortly. It feels like we're already seeing a little bit more. Maybe it's fighting back here a little bit, but I've got to go under. A few more plays from you. Jays run line and Oakland team total over. Bagramento land. So a little bit of pressure here from the over, but it just felt like all those unders were plenty. And all right, I think that's going to do it. Thank you, Chris Brady in the chat. Good to see you here. He's hyped up on the Seahawks. I think everyone, a lot of expert opinion on this one where, just like Chris Brady says, I think everyone's saying, you know what, maybe the coaching change is the best thing that could have happened. Yeah, maybe Coach Carroll did get a little bit extra out of him at the end, even though it was kind of fading fast. But with some new blood, that's what Seattle probably needed there, and we'll see how it goes. So, all right. Next up is the Reds and the Pirates with Lodolo on the mound here, going up against, this man, Skeens. Is this it for Paul Skeens? With the Rookie of the Year award slipping away. You got to wonder, right? If Skeens goes out there and deals, he might be able to get another start. I don't know if the Pirates are, it'd be nice to win a big award like that for your guy. It's just that, unfortunately, this is the old argument, right? The everyday player against the pitcher. And yeah, maybe Skeens, he hasn't really faded. But remember, here's the one argument that I made, and on one of the shows, I was on one of those talking head shows, that Skeens, he can't win the award, here if they cut him off a month, with a month left in the season, and the Pirates are treating him like, not a major league pitcher. But remember, there was no Paul Skeens for the first month of the season. Pittsburgh was jerking around with him a little bit then as well. All right, you guys just. I've got a couple of moths in here or something. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm attracting the bugs. All right. Let's get on to it here with the Reds tonight. And Lodolo going up against the Pirates and Paul Skeens. For Lodolo comes in here in this one, a pretty good run right now. I think that's kind of the secret with this situation with the Reds today. Maybe they will be live here against Paul Skeens, but like I said, maybe Skeens could earn one more start here if they could just if he goes deep and makes a great start. That's just what it kind of feels like to me. So all right, gang, maybe we get your picks here. Oh, maybe I'll read a few stats. Maybe I can read a few stats off here. Pittsburgh's gone over in 5 straight games here at this in this one, and Pirates have been having those struggles right now, no doubt about it. I would imagine the under here might get some calls. I think I got to change the line here a little bit. No, they're still under 7.5 under, maybe under 25 right now, and that line at about $1.40 or so. So, all right, these trends aren't too strong in this game, actually, other than Pittsburgh losing, but we knew that. already for the most part. Let's see here. All right, let me go ahead and get your plays in on this one, chat. With, I think Juice is on the over here, but just in case, I'm going to go Thomas with the over here as well in this one. And Pittsburgh for Frankie. Luis is on Pittsburgh. Here is Justin on the Reds in this one. I think it's an interesting play to me, it feels like. Darren says Pirates first 5 full game, however. And Vegramento land on Pittsburgh, but it's Reds for Daniel. I'm not surprised there is some support here, even against Paul Skeens. And Nana wants to go over, though, here. And okay, thanks, Jerry. Thanks for those stats as well. I'm going to go under here in this one with Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. If I can get that 7.5, that's going to be important to me, and I think I can here. But you could grade me at 7 over 25 or so, like the line says currently at. Now, I can't find a 7 over, so I'm going to get a 7.5 under. All right, give me a hook here for once. All right, here's a tough game, I think, for everybody at this point. We're just seeing the line kind of come out here a little bit. A lot of the books don't even have the pitchers listed here at this point, with Griffin Canning, probably the expected starter here against Bloss is what this is going to feel like. You know, the Blue Jays here, pretty big favorite, $1.70, total 8.5, over 20. I have 9 there, but just because we didn't have a lot of info. But I think most of the books are at least 8.5, down to 8.5 here, or around 8.5. It feels like. So probably a bullpen game here for the Blue. Let me see. Now Bloss has had some action. Let me get this one here with Canning, a 6.59 ERA in his last 5 starts. The Angels are 1-10 with Griffin Canning, his last. Or 1-10 on the road for Griffin Canning. He's gone under in 10 of his last 15 starts. Angels have dropped 9 of their last 12 games. They're 3-11 their last 14 series openers. Toronto here has dropped 4 of their last 6. They've gone over in 6 of their last 8 games overall. And we're starting a new series. We're on the night games now, by the way. So these are all new series firing up here for the weekend series. And go ahead, chat. Let's see what you got here in this one with the Angels and the Blue Jays. Like I said, I would expect maybe not a lot of opinions, but Blue Jays have gone over in 13 of their last 15 without rest. Justin's got a prop play on Vladdy to go over. Luis is on the Jays. Frankie's going to take Angels on the run line here in this one. Vagramenta land is going to be on the over here. Blue Jays money line here for Legacy. And Jerry says he's going to maybe over. He's going over. Jerry's going over. That's what he's doing. And he just kind of clarified it there. Maybe he's saying because it's Canning, he wants to go over. I think maybe that's what he's saying. All right, I'm just going to take Toronto in this one. Angels obviously struggling here right now. We'll see if they can get it going here on this series. But these two, we might be skipping this one tomorrow or on Saturday, if you know what I mean. Toronto money line for 5 dimes for Daniel. Popcorn money and gotcha. All right, it's going to do it for that one for sure. Phillies and Braves with Sanchez and Swellenbach. And we're going to find something out here this weekend in this big series and see if the Braves can find their way back into this one somehow, trailing by 6-7 games right now in the standings. If they're going to do any chance of waking up and getting into, not only right now, they're in the playoffs here at this point in 3rd place in the wild card race. But if they want to get that division title, they're going to have to turn it up right now. But still got to keep winning a little bit here for Atlanta right now. They've still got some teams they've got to keep separated from right now, but they're kind of in the driver's seat, I think, in that third spot, aren't they? All right, let's take a look at this one with Sanchez going up against Schwellenbach. Schwellenbach's got a 2.88 ERA in his last 4 starts. He's gone under in 11 of 13 starts for Atlanta this season. Braves have won 6 of their last 9. They've gone under in 7 of their last 9. For Sanchez here, he's got a 7.88 ERA in his last 5 road starts. He's gone under in 7 of his last 10 starts. Phillies have won 5 of 7 coming into this one. They've also gone under in 4 of their last 5 overall. So give it to me, gang, if you want here with the Phillies and the Braves. In this one, Philly has lost 10 straight night games to Atlanta when coming off of a win on the road. That's one of those trends, but that one's not bad. All right, let's take a look here and see what you guys have in this one. We're going to start it off with Jerry. Well, Jerry just said Bloss is horrible. Well, let's give these pitchers a chance here, right? Crystal says you could see a little bit of Ryan Yarbrough action here. Kind of suits the need here in this one. As we said with Bloss, probably going to get short-term innings here. Philly for Thomas in this one. Trey is on the Braves. And Daniel's going 20 times in this one with the Phils. Here's Luis on the Braves. And Frankie's on the Braves. Juice says, how about the under in this one? Justin says, got Marcel as his top play here on his over total bases. Jermaine says, give me the Phillies team total over and Trey Turner to get a hit. And Jerry Davis says, Braves run line. All right. A few more here. Let's see. Jermaine's got a player prop. Nate's got a player prop. Jerry says Atlanta's weighted run, giving you his weighted runs created plus. All right. I think that's going to do. Here's 9 Legacy with Phillies money line and Vagramento land is going to go over here in this one. All right. I'm going to take Atlanta here to wake up a little bit and grab this one against the Phils. Sanchez obviously struggling. Schwellenbach's been okay. They got to get those bats going. It's obviously been a bit of a struggle here with Atlanta. They've also gone under in 8 straight divisional games. So a lot of trends pointing under in this one. But I'm going to take the Braves here with Schwellenbach. All right, no consensus there, didn't feel like. Astros and Orioles, nice series here. Could we see some playoff action with these two down the line at this point? With Arrighetti going on the road here against Corbin Burns. And man, the Astros, as hot as they've been right now, feels like this is going to be a hot series. Arrighetti's got the 4.11 ERA, that is, in his last 5 starts. He's gone under in 8 of his last 10 starts. Houston's won 11 of 14 now after dropping the game yesterday to the Red Sox with Verlander. Didn't get off to too good of a start there, it felt like, and we had him here, team consensus. I had already played Houston. I didn't copy you guys. I'd already had Houston as a pick, and you guys went with them too. Made me feel good, but we didn't get that one, and it was a pretty good performance by the Red Sox and Criswell yesterday. So for Corbin Burns, he's got a 9.6 ERA in his last 3 starts. Orioles have gone 5-1 though in his last 6 starts, so he's gotten some run support, no doubt. Orioles have gone over with Burns starting in 12 of his last 16 starts. Baltimore here's gone under in 6 of their last 8. Houston's gone under in 13 of their last 20 coming into this one. And I'm going under. I don't think I can leave 8.5 on the screen. That's what I think. It's 8. it's pretty much just 8. So only a half a run lower right now, but that's fine. I'll take it here on the show as my play. Probably not getting the best price anymore, but widely reported steam did come in on the under right as I was about to come on the air here, and maybe it scared me and I didn't put that panel up. So give me the under here, Astros and Orioles, and let me get your plays here in this one. Sorry to jump the gun on you, but I think I knew what I was doing. All right, Justin likes the Astros here. So does Thomas. So does Frankie. So does Juice. Man, are we going to be Astros consensus here? I thought the public would be on the Astros here. I was kind of saving them here, but if you guys were going to be on them, I just maybe a gun shy after yesterday. And that was a home game. So now we've turned around, go on the road here. Lando, thank you. He says Houston money line and team total over. He's got this as a value play. He says Houston goes on the road. They're playing pretty strong on the road right now in a bounce back spot off of that series against the Sox. Justin says, give me O'Hearn for his total bases prop over. Luis on the Astros. This is going to be an Astros consensus play. Thomas says so. And all right, I'm down with it. And I was probably going to look. I already gave out the under. I was going to put a consensus. I was going to put a premium in on the Astros. So premium right there here on Thursday. I need plays, but I just gave one out. I like this with you guys. I should have waited. Should have just waited and rolled with you guys. So I like the under too. I think if I would have known that, I would have went, yeah, let's go consensus. And I like the under as a premium, but maybe not at 8 flat. There's a big difference, remember, between 8 and 9. Remember the Ramon Scott rule of 7 and 9. All right, Trevor Davis here on the under, and 9 legacy on Baltimore. Nate says he prefers lasagna. Vegramento land on Baltimore. And look at this one from Lando. All right, they've lost 10 straight night games versus the Astros. Boy, I hate playing the Astros at night. Here, Kelvin's on the Astros. Hello, Kelvin. Nice to have you. Daniel's on the over, and I think that's it for that one. All right, consensus play, Houston Astros. Let's keep this show going, making good on time here with the Mets and the Padres in this one. Padres, what happened? What happened, Padres? They were down 8-0 there in the right away, and it was a done deal. They got blown out 11-4. I had the Padres here on the show yesterday, but oh well, can't win them all. Threw in a clunker yesterday. The knuckleballer looks like he's running out of gas. Remember, Waldron ain't going to be starting any playoff games with the Padres rotation. What they'll have, he'll be a guy coming in there to junk it up if they need be. So he won't be in there, but this man will. Dylan Cease here up against the Mets. Favorite here, Padres $1.60. Going down here a little bit, $1.50 at a couple of sharp books online. It's been a great second half here for Dylan Cease, obviously. For Cease right now, a 2.06 ERA in his last 7 starts. Padres are 5-1 with Cease. His last 6 starts at home. Padres have won 22 of their last 28, despite the loss yesterday. They've gone over in 8 of their last 12 home games in pitcher-friendly Petco Park. Mets have gone over in 7 of their last 11 for Severino. He's got a 6.14 ERA in his last 4 starts. Mets have gone under in 5 of his last 7 starts, but they have gone over in 7 of their last 11 overall. Have the Mets. Let me make sure that. Mets have been going over, but under. They've gone under in 9 of their last 10 on the road. All right, Padres have won 12 straight night games on a back-to-back. This one, though, yesterday, it was a twilight game yesterday. Okay, let me get your plays, you guys, here in this one with the Padres. I'm all over the place today. Here's Luis on the Padres. Justin likes the team total over. Frankie likes the under in this one. Justin says, give me Frankie's total bases to go over. And Vegramento Land says Padres money line. Thomas has the Padres in the first 5. And then, the Padres, Tony was mentioning on the show, he didn't like the Padres bullpen. Well, I think he was doing a sample. I think he was going on a 2-week sample size there. But I mean, there's no doubt I like this Padres bullpen. I don't think I'm doubting what he was saying. But, the Padres, they got that ass. And I'm not kidding. That's what they're kind of touting their, I don't know how they're going to get around it with the networks, but the Padres are touting their, rotation there. They're 7, 8, 9. When you got your 7, 8, 9 set up, think you're playoff bound, and they're going with, Adam in the 7th inning, Suarez in the 8th inning, and Scott in the 9th. And they say ASS. They got that ass. So I think I could say it. That's what they're saying at the stadium anyway. Daniel says, give me, let's see. Oh, he was talking an earlier game. Thank you, Daniel. Vegramento Land, I think he likes the over in this one. Nana Muscle on the Mets here. Josh Potts. Hi, Josh. Good to see you. And Daniel leaving us a little football in there with our night game or our weekend games there. Kelvin says, give me the Padres. 9 Legacy gives the Padres out, and I will take the Padres. I'm going to try them again here tonight against the Mets. All right. And that is going to do it here for the Major League Baseball card. Thank you, everybody, for joining me on that. If you want to stick around here, we're going to take a look at 1 WNBA game and 2 in the NFL. And Joe Alvarado in the chat. Hello. All right. The one game here in the WNBA features the New York Liberty at home against the Dallas Wings, and previewed this one online, but I'm going to go with the same. I have a premium pick in this one, so just kind of cover what I covered last night on my video here on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel, and check out all of our crew and their videos here on the channel, including mine with the Wings and the Liberty, but I'm going to cover a little bit of it here for those of you joining me. Appreciate you so much. Got about 90 of you in here on a Thursday. The Liberty favored here by 13.5, and the total is 174.5. And man, look at this, 175.5, 176. It's just going up and up and up. Now, Sabrina Ionescu is suffering from a neck injury, and she was a late scratch in the last game. Didn't matter. The Liberty still rolled when these two teams met last Tuesday night. 94-74. The Liberty rolled in that game. Stewie had 26 points. I will mention that the line, once Ionescu was ruled out, the Wings were already taking a little bit of action. Remember, even I was on them, even though they got blown out. But once Ionescu was ruled out, the line went all the way down to 9.5 points or so. It didn't matter. I mean, the Liberty blew them out. Now, here's the kicker in all this with this game. League-wide big favorites, 13.5 points or more are 5-18 against the spread this season. You could say, well, if it goes down to 13 here, then maybe I could. It doesn't matter. What we're saying is teams are having trouble covering the big number. It's just that you have a Dallas team that just lost on this trip. They lost to Connecticut, remember, 109-91. They lost to the Liberty by 20. They're having a rough time, though I've tried to give them the benefit of the doubt that maybe they were, just struggling a little bit. Maybe they could get it, not make the playoffs, but they seem to have still a decent team. I was talking about Odyssey Sims and how she was back with Dallas, and they don't even have room for her, so they must have a good group, or a group good enough that they couldn't keep Odyssey Sims. But whatever the case may be, they're on this long road trip, and now Dallas is 1-10 against the spread in their last 11 games on the road, and New York's won and covered 7 straight. The 2 out of the break and 5 more before that. Didn't even matter, right? They're not only winning, but they're covering games. So with that kind of contrast, color me square. I'll just lay 13.5 here and just try to buck that trend of the 5-18 with favorites of 13.5 points or more, because I don't know. I think I'd rather trust the longer term where you got the individual team trend where you got the Wings that aren't covering anything and the Liberty covering everything. All right. It's as easy as that. Thank you again to Thomas. Thomas, hey, I'm sorry I forgot to put the consensus plays up yesterday. You worked so hard, and I know it's in the chat, so people get it, but I didn't put it on the screen, and you deserve better than that. So here you go, New York Yankees, New York Nationals game to go over. Mets, right? Is that? Oh, New York. Make sure I get this right here. It's definitely Nationals over. Rockies, Nationals over. Brewers money line, Cubs under, Rays under, and Astros money line, I think. Okay, I hope I got that right. And here are a few more picks here. 9 Legacy says Dallas can get this cover here. And Stewie for a double-double. And Chris Brady has made a proposition play here, but he wants me to say the man from the Rays' last name so that my phone will go off over here. I'm not going to do it. Maybe all right, here's Kelvin will take the points in that one, and Trevor maybe going under with this this total just going so high. But again, don't forget one thing that I've talked about here is Dallas is just a long-term over no matter what. Last year and a half, nearly 2/3 of their games have gone over, and the Liberty certainly. I don't know. They could go over at any minute. They've been trending under, though. The Liberty definitely been trending under, but they still have what has to be considered one of the best offenses in the league. All right. I think it's going to do it for that one. Let's go to the NFL tonight and take a look at this one with the Colts and the Bengals. Now, all the talk has been about the totals here, and here we are in week 3. It's the totals are 6 overs and 26 unders so far. So Ramon's got a big fat bankroll with all these unders here right now. Hasn't been that great. I did try a few overs that first week, and I'm not going in blind here this weekend. I mean, the bookmakers are a little bit wise to it, but so far in this one with the Colts and the Bengals, the biggest move has been on the Indianapolis Colts, and they're probably expected to. These are the moves that are coming through, gang. There's just no way around it. You can sit there and say, and I've been victim to it here a couple of times over week 2 when you're trying to get cute with these. Sharps have been right. The odds makers have been right in most of these situations on the big moves like this. Colts up from 2.5 opener, maybe even 2 up to 6.5. I got to take the Colts in this one. I mean, this is the way these games are going. The odds makers have pinned it right. Even when you think the back door in the preseason games can be open, it does seem like right now these are the type of games. I think if it was a game where the Colts opened 6 and stayed 6 or went to 6.5, maybe you could consider the dog. But the Bengals, with their approach here, with resting the starters, and the Colts maybe with a little bit to work on here. That's why the line is what it is. And judging from what happened last week, I'm just going to take the Colts here in this one against the Bengals. Also, the Bears and the Chiefs. Now, here's a tricky one because I mentioned yesterday that why would you maybe even risk putting Caleb Williams in the game? Well, the Bears said, hey, not so fast. We're going to, last report that I saw, Caleb Williams going to get a little bit of time in there. And, hey, good for us. We want to see him here against the Chiefs in this one. Yeah, the Chiefs may be packing it in for the preseason. The Bears here favored on the road by a point in this one. And I don't know. I think if it's low enough here, I might get cute. Let me take the over. I'm going to take an over here, despite everything that I just said about it in this one. It's up to actually 30. It's 32 everywhere. So I'm gonna take the over here. Maybe we get to see Caleb Williams lead these guys down the field one more time here in the preseason. Like I said, look, I'm not telling you guys anything you don't already know. It'd be pretty exciting if we get this kind of quarterback for the Chicago Bears here this season. Cross your fingers and all that if you're a Bears fan. Look, if the Bears can somehow go like even 9-8, we'll probably be complaining about Williams, but that'd be pretty good. That'd be pretty okay for a first year. Maybe they're expecting more. They've got all those receivers and everything, and that defense was so improved, but they're still the Bears. And interesting story came out yesterday about the Hard Knocks series. It hasn't been as profanity laden. I like that because I'm one of those guys, but hasn't been as profanity laden this season because the Bears are kind of that way. They don't want to embarrass their owner, their longtime family that have owned the team. So I'm going to go over. I'm going to get a little tricky here in this one. Chiefs going to sit everybody, feels like, here also tonight. And well, I don't know. I'd like to see a behind the back pass from Patrick Mahomes. That was pretty awesome though. Even if it was in preseason and got 4 yards. That was pretty cool. Frankie went under here, and Thomas says Bengals aren't going to be playing any starters. Yeah, so like I said, it's kind of been that way in some of these games. You kind of just got to roll with the moves a little bit and just say, yeah, you can win a preseason game by more than a touchdown. Frankie wants the over in this one. And yeah, Jerry, yeah, sometimes the point spreads just don't even come into play. So, all right, Thomas here might be giving us a play. I don't know if it's a consensus play. I don't think we've even had enough opinions in there. So that's going to do it for the NFL. That might do it for the show. Already gave out that Saskatchewan and Toronto game to go over. I didn't make a graphic for the CFL game. So tonight, Saskatchewan at Toronto. Toronto, a 3-point favorite against the Rough Riders. And the total there is 51 now, if we saw that move to the over. And that's what I'm going to give out as my play here in the CFL game with BC and Ottawa. The big news here, I think, is for BC got Nathan Rourke in there at quarterback. He did, get into the game. He didn't look too good, but I'm not too worried about him. At least, well, might be worried about some interceptions here with Rourke. He didn't stick in the NFL or whatever, and he should be able to light it up here, I'm sure, here in this one, despite throwing 2 picks, I think, in his first game. So, all right, gang, thank you so much for joining me here today for the Morning Steam. We'll be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific with not only Major League Baseball, and I think tomorrow we'll be in a situation where we're going to kind of knock off some of those Major League games that maybe don't have playoff implications, so we can fit in a full slate tomorrow. And we'll see. There's some other games that I want to look at. So, the other Rourke. I'm sorry, Justin, to be clear. This is Nathan Rourke. But the BC Lions. Mm-hmm. I might have just said the wrong team. If I didn't put Nathan Rourke on Saskatchewan, I hope. They've got Jeremiah Masoli will be in there tonight. And watch out. They've got, I think the thing here is Ottawa might be able to run the football a little bit with Armstead. He's been really solid here of late. Let me see. He had that big game, 120 yards and 6 receptions for Raquel Armstead last game for Ottawa here. So he could have a big game here in this one. They got guys like Hardy and Ackland. So I think Ottawa could put up some points here too. Yeah, they're brothers. Yeah, I think. All right, gang, that's going to do it. Appreciate everyone here. We'll be back tomorrow. Don't forget, check out all the videos here on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel. And also, don't forget the drive-through, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Tony and the Pick Dogs gang, get you out of there before the primetime games. Get you the picks in there. Their new format, everybody gets to chime in, so you get lots of opinions and lots of stats and tidbits, so you can formulate your own opinion as well. All right, don't forget, head on over to Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 15% off all premium pick packages, including mine today. I'm going to post my package for the WNBA game. Not sure why I didn't get it up there tonight, but I've got a premium pick there. I'm going to give it out as my discount play today in the W, and I'll have a package in Major League Baseball, including this daytime action here as well. So appreciate it, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me here on the show, and back tomorrow. For Tony'sPicks.com, I'm Ramon Scott. So long.
Get it. Who can it be? Showing up with Tony T. Yes, Ramon SEO. To the double T, be funnel in these bookies like 1, 2, 3. They tapping out and we cashing now. It's plain to see. The morning scheme is the A-team, Mr. T. And I pity the fools who can't hang. Going with real game is sort of a freight train. It's been reported bank rolls are easy to maintain. So get situated and listen to the picks. And it goes a little something like this.